What builds strength? What builds character? What builds fortitude? It is the fall. It is pain. It is the process of going through the darkness and reaching the light.
It is literally at the darkest moment when it dawns.
Life will knock you between the eyes. It will catch you on the blind side, come out of nowhere, stuff you can't anticipate. That will knock the wind out of you. You want to give up.
This is what I found in my life. At my lowest moment, the enemy's louder. You're not going to make it. This is not going to happen.
That mind will say, why bother? Why go through all this? This is too hard. No, throw in the towel. It's not worth it.
And the word will tell us if we're under something like under pressure or undervalued, under different areas in our life that are making us uncomfortable and it feels isolated and dark. That's the place that you should stop. That's the place where you should give up.
You're going to have some tough times. You're going to go through some tough times. What is it that keeps you going? If you know the why for living, you can endure almost anyhow. What's your reasons? What's your why? What is it that drives you?
Here's how you can handle that. Here's how you override that. Write down 5 reasons why you deserve it. What meaning and value will it bring to your life? What's so different about you that you deserve your goal? And when you write down those 5 reasons, when you have some down moments, and you're going to have them, when that conversation starts talking to you and it's going to talk to you, what you will do is you can pull that out and read it and it will build you up. That's why it's important for you to work on yourself, listening to tapes, building yourself up, talking to yourself with power, feeling, and conviction, building yourself up day in and day out because it's coming.
Take all your energy for the dream because you're going to need it because you don't know what's going to happen. And so life normally breaks you because when it hits you, you wasn't ready. But if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. If you stay ready and you stay plugged up, when you hear bad news, it don't break you because you already energized. Even in some of your darkest moments, when you make mistakes, you have got to stick around for the 2 things that the mistake is made for. Every failure is made for. Every misstep is made for. It is made for a lesson and a blessing. Them 2 things follow every single one of them every single time. I love the sun, but things don't grow because of the sun. You have to have some rain. The world don't send down rain without a return. When it starts raining, flowers grow. Trees get bigger. You got to understand what the rain and the dirt is for. You got to stop looking at rain in your life as something bad. People get so angry when people start throwing dirt on you. Man, quit tripping. Dirt is fertilizer. If you ever want to be something, you're going to have to get some dirt on you. Because that dirt that smothers you, it teaches you how to push through. You ain't finna have no smooth life. You can get that out your mind. Nobody finna just come up to you and hand you no damn money. It ain't finna be rosy for you. You gotta strike out to be successful. And when you strike out, you got to get ready for it to get real funky and real hard. Cause that's what's gonna happen. Everything you're going through is preparing you for what you ask the universe for. You just got to quit tripping while you're in the process because the process is necessary. You may not see it now, but when you're on the other side of it, you're going to see exactly why it went that way. And you're going to be okay with it. But quit tripping during the process. Pull yourself together and quit tripping because you're in the process. Life is processing. It ain't through with you. If it was through with you, you would not wake up in the morning. When I was at my darkest moments, when I was at my lowest places, the greatest ideas that have ever come to me came from my greatest defeats. I understand it is in the process that you get better. It's in the process that don't nobody know your name and 5 years later, you one of the best in the world. Why? Because iron sharpens iron. And the process is just as important as the actual prize, because the deeper the process, the greater the reward. I'm not going to quit in the process. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give in.
You gotta be able to see it when it cannot be seen. You gotta see it in your mind's eye. You have to see yourself writing the book before the book is finished. You gotta see it. You have to believe in the unseen. Because if you can't believe in it, you will never manifest it. But when you believe in it, you demand the universe to assist you in what you're doing. You have to take residence with it. Residence. You're gonna have to learn to fight with it. You're gonna have to put in a little bit more sweat, a little bit more blood, a little bit more tears, but you gotta wrestle with it. You tired not around yourself. You double tired if you have to, but you hold on.
If it's hard, make it okay that it's hard. Only thing that matters how you deal with it. That's all that matters.
And nothing's going to stop us. I will do whatever it takes, make whatever adjustments I need to make.
I deserve this. I'm going to do it until
We have been knocked to the ground, but we're not destroyed.
Don't you ever give up. Don't you ever give in, because I never told you it'd be easy. But with mental toughness, you can get it done.
there are many people who have lost that fire in their eyes, who because of the experiences of life have said, no, I can't do that. See, you can experience enough pain in life. You can experience enough disappointment in life that he can clobber you to the ground and kick dirt in your face, and you believe you can't do it. You believe that this is it for you. No, it's not.
Life's going to punch you right in the face. Life's going to fire you over and over again. You're going to be told you're not good enough. Your faith is going to be tested. Your family is going to look you in the eye and say, how do we get health insurance the next month? I don't know, but I know we're going to make it. Life is hard, man. That's what it's about. Life is a challenge. If you don't work as hard as you can, if you don't sacrifice everything, if you don't get rejected and keep coming back for more, if you don't get your loyalty tested and your faith tested, you don't love that thing if you bail out. So if you fought through all that, that's love.
The problem with society now is too many of us are under contract. And contract means when things ain't going right, I quit. When things ain't going the way I think they should go, I give up, I give in. Most of you are not under covenant. Covenant means, look, me and you, if the company go down, we go down with it. We do not retreat. We do not give up. We do not surrender. And the reason why most of you are not successful is because every single time stuff not going your way, you give up, you quit, you let go, and people feel weakness. They feel it. You can feel when somebody's not committed, when they're not dedicated. And there's another level you get to when you go all in. Phenomenally skilled is cute, but it is a phenomenal will that says every time I get knocked down, I will get back up and I will succeed. I will not surrender. At some point, your faith got to be tested. At some point, you got to be tested by life. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to get you, but you can get yourself.
You will make it through blood, sweat, and tears. Now is your moment to prove to yourself that nothing will stop you.
When you have fear, fear makes you think in ways you shouldn't be thinking. When you have fear, fear makes you speak in a certain way. When you have fear, but when you have faith, you don't need to count. When you have faith, you don't need to go outside. When you have faith, you don't need to see how many horses. When you have faith, you don't need to see how many armies. When you have faith, you don't need to see how many swords. When you have faith, you don't need to count no shields. When you have faith, you just believe and it'll happen.
If you can just keep hope alive, you can make it. Because if you keep hoping, it is really faith. You just got to transpose it into I hope this happens to I believe this can happen.
I had no advantages, but I woke up one day and realized all men are created equal. I don't need none. I'm my advantage. You your advantage. Why are you waiting for somebody to call you? Why are you waiting for somebody to affirm you? Why are you waiting for somebody to tell you got a dream or go? Why are you waiting for somebody to take you by your hand and give you what's rightfully yours? However much money you make, whatever kind of life you have, that's yours. And so when I speak to you, I speak from the pain of taking 12 years to get a 4-year degree. I speak to you as a failure who had to get back up every single doggone time and say, brush it off and keep going.
Doesn't matter what has happened. Doesn't matter what people think. That has nothing to do with you. Here's what matters. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do now? This thought, this vision that you have in your mind of where you want to go and what you want to do. Feel it. Look at your goal. See yourself there. Experience the feeling of achieving the goal, of making the decision, or overcoming the challenge. Experience the glory. How you feel inside when you can say, I did it. See that happening.
If you would just believe that your day coming, that the sacrifices you are making today, they gonna pay off. But if you do not believe, it ain't gonna happen.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe